now.
Hello, very good evening all. Welcome to today's final session about Wikidata and screen test. So a lot of you responding and a lot of you updating very actively on Wiki training modules. So thanks for utilizing the extended time. And also morning we sent some more activity. Some people not able to complete training modules, and they're also on training module, which is very quite interesting. And we thought you can also look at that. Yes, today for explaining more about the particular topic, Wikidata, we have my colleague, Mr. Ankit Verma with us. Ankit Verma is the person who actually, doing a lot of outreach with the student communities, and he deals with thousands of people like you with the form of wiki clubs. Welcome, Ankit, for session. After the Ankit session, we're going to give a demonstration about Wikidata, and as well as we're going to explain about how the screen test will be. Thank you. Over to you, Ankit.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Kasyap, for inviting me to take this session. I will be keeping my session short. Plus, I will be talking on wiki data. I hope my screen is visible. Um, cool. Um, Second. Cool. Let's go to the first slide. So we will be talking about wiki data in this slide. So a small introduction about me. I works at IIIT Hyderabad in OKI team. I also helps GDC community to run in the region. As the code said, do cool things that matters. So you should also be doing cool things that really matters. Cool. Let's talk about wiki data and what is wiki data. In past few sessions, you might have heard about a lot of good tools like Wikipedia, Wikisource, and how these tools works. Today, we will be talking about wiki data. It is known as the brain of Wikipedia. Why? I will be talking in few slides. It is launched in 2012 by Wikimedia Foundation, a free collaborative multilingual secondary knowledge base. The core goal was to provide structured data that can be read by both humans and machines. Uh, so it's the central storage for Wikipedia and other Wikipedia's project. We will be talking in detail in next few slides. It is also known as the brain of Wikipedia. First thing, it is free and multilingual. That means it supports also other languages. For example, if you contribute to Tulu language, if you contribute to Telugu language, it also supports those languages. So this is one such thing about uh, Wikidata. Second thing is central repo. It is used by Wikipedia, Wikisource, Wikicodes, and Wikimedia projects. Second thing, it is easily readable by machines and human. Data can be extracted through APIs. Can anybody tell me what is the full form of API? Feel free to put it in the comment box. What is the full form of API? We will be seeing few examples of Wikidata today. Yeah. So it has three main important part. One is item, second thing is property, and third thing is statement. We'll look each of these things in detail. So if you see, each item has a unique queue number which is given on Wikidata. Second, property. So each item has different property. For example, if you see this, it is yes.
Sorry, the slides are not visible. Let me stop somewhere at second slide only.
Is
Yeah,
it visible now?
yeah. Do you want to play on the slide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full screen, please.
Yes. Is it okay now?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Cool. So yeah, we were talking about item. There are three main part of Wikidata. One is item, property, and statement. So if you see item, it has unique queue number. For example, in this case, we have given Earth. It has a unique queue value. Uh, Second thing is property. So property defines the relationship between item and values. For example, in this case, we have taken author as a property. Statement is the addition of item, property, and values that makes one final statement. For example, if we see, The next slide, item is a book name as guide, which has a unique Q number. Guide can be of different thing. For example, it can be a mathematical guide, it can be a history guide, but what defines guide? It has a Q number that defines unique value. Property, for example, author, and value, who wrote this book. So Q plus P plus Q, or text makes a total statement. That is item plus property plus value makes a total statement. You can also add, good thing is that you can also add qualifiers to this values. For example, date, when this book is written, location, so it's the claim of the book, and also add reference, for example, a genuine publication link of this book. You can also rank the priority of this book. Cool. I hope that is clear. Let's go to the next slide. How Wikidata is linked to various media projects and how it helps. We'll also see that, for example, Hindi wiki, if there is a Hindi Wikipedia or a Telugu Wikipedia, uh, each Wikidata has a common Q number, a common unique number that is linked to all these Wikidata. We'll see that in detail. For example, if there is a page on India, it has a unique Q number. If tomorrow there is a page, somebody from Tulu community may make a page on India, on India topic, it will automatically link to wiki, this unique wiki item number. And this is how it happens. Earlier, without this, the author need, or the contributor need to add this link manually to all these languages. We'll show you in detail, but this is how this works. Cool. Um, Second thing on wiki source, you might have heard about wiki source in past few sessions. Sorry. Yeah. Um, so it is for digital book. It is also connected with Wikidata. So each wiki source metadata is connected to wiki source, and that is how it is connected to one Wikimedia platform, or one Wikipedia page. And what metadata is shared? Author name, publication date, language, publisher, and all these things become searchable worldwide through machines using APIs and crawlers. What happened without links? So if there is no Wikipedia, the information would be scattered. Search, it will be hard for search engine to find these informations, and researchers cannot find it easily. So this is how Wikidata helps the ecosystem. Second, you might have thought about how Wikipedia is different from Wikidata. So if you see Wikipedia, you all have read Wikipedia's pages. It is unstructured data, that is article, paragraphs, and it is based on languages. Whereas Wiki data is structured data, that is based on graphs, figures, numbers, location, details, date. Um, so if you see this, it has language specific. Wikipedia is language specific. For example, there is a English Wikipedia page, and you will click on a Tulu Wikipedia page, you will see a Tulu Wikipedia page. But this has a central repo which connects to all the other wiki pages. uh, it is primarily read by humans, whereas this is read by machine plus human through APIs. Cool. We will see this small example. So if you see this Marie Curie's or Madame Curie's page, you will see Marie Curie has a unique Q value, which is unique for. There can be many Marie Curie, but how this is different. So if you see description, it is written physicist and chemist. So the description, the alias differentiate these names from other. Then on the, if you see the green channel, you will see a statement group which has all more details about Madame Curie. For example, award received, Nobel Prize in Physics, that's the value. If you see a blue button, that's qualifier, that add external detail, that adds external details like together with whom she received this Nobel Prize, what is the date, what is the prize money. And then at the last, you will see there is a reference. You can add authentic source of reference to this page. I hope that is clear on Wikidata. We will see one more example on Wikidata. For example, this is India page. You will see a table on the side. These all are extracted from Wikidata. So if you see a Wikipedia page that has Wiki Commons, Wikidata, all these wiki ecosystem and sister projects works together to make one Wikipedia page. So if you see the on the above side of where it is written Republic of India, you will see 308 languages. So without when there was no Wikidata, contributor need to add manually add the link of different. For example, if there is a Tulu page on Wiki of India, so he need to manually add those pages. But because of Wikidata, that automatically get added to different pages with the same central part Q number, which I've said unique value. Cool. How this really helps? It's the era of AI. You might be using a lot of LLMs, so it is helpful for search engine for knowledge graph. If you go to Google and write mango, if you go to Google and write India, you will see a knowledge graph page or a table that has a Wikipedia source. Because of this, it is possible for search engine to that powers Wikipedia's data. Second thing is virtual assistant. You might be using Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. And you want to find a specific information. For example, who is the author of a book, The Guide? It will easily give you answer RK Narayan. This is possible because of that unique value that Wikidata has. uh, Second, AI, that's the crucial for a lot of LLMs. You see a lot of LLMs hallucinate at the start, but they have become really good nowadays and they have got connected to internet. That means they can use the power of Wikidata for searching these few things. uh, Same for research and science. The librarians, the museums, scientists can use these global data sets for free, and as it is open source. Cool. At last, I will say LLMs are great at talking. You might be using a lot of LLMs like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. LLMs are great in talking, but terribly bad at remembering. Wikidata is terrible bad in talking, but perfect in remembering. So that's how it fills the gap. Cool. I hope that was clear, guys. We'll do this skill evaluation part. Kashyap will be talking more on this. So if you write a Wikipedia's article, it should have a neutral point of view. So it should not be on the basis of any bias. It should have uh, presented fact, not only opinions. Each one have your own opinions, but in Wikipedia's page, you need to write. If you're writing on a maybe a test page or a sandbox page, it should be based on fact, not opinions. Verification, you should add a reliable source of information that claims that this information is correct, or you can also add reference to that. Sandbox, this is very important. Whenever you write a page, if you can't directly write to Wikipedia's page because your ID might get blocked, you face some difficulties. That's why we have sandbox. You first try to make real edits on sandbox, and you get a mentor's help, and they will guide you on that, and then you work on the main page. Same on OCR and Wikisource. You will be running OCR engines, manual proofreading, and that will be reviewed in 1 to 3 days. This is all. Kashyap will be talking in details about this. Cool. The second part of skill evaluated and test section. Listen this very carefully because this is very important for all of you. Um, you need to create a new item on wiki data page, add a unique UID to that, and add external record, external source to that wiki data source. So I hope you got it. First is Wikipedia's editing page, second is OCR, and third is wiki data and statement. I think you got this point, guys. One important thing about this is what we are teaching you through this ecosystem. This will really help you to get started with the whole wiki ecosystem and open source ecosystem, as these are the basics things one should know about before getting started. Now I will hand over to Kashyap to get started with the next part of this. Yeah, over to you, Kashyap.
So let me share my screen. Yeah, my screen is visible. Yeah. What is the base of Wikidata is basically we check the duplicate items and we'll inform like getting the new
Kasyap,
details like
we cannot see
rectified.
your screen.
Not a screen. Okay, how it is like. Just a second. Sorry. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry for the small technical glitch. So we have we can do couple of activities like you can take one book as part of our any book which is got a lot of details like publication details, author, and everything. Most of the things you'll get it in the first few pages, index page about a book, right? We find out what is the relevant data in a Wikidata item, and also first we find out whether it will be exist in a wiki source page. Then if it is not, we can able to add it. Okay, the purpose is a little bit complex. That's where we ask you to go through one module especially for Wikidata, and it gives you information about how the Wikidata, how the properties and other IDs and statements, and how to link with this book. Okay, today mail we send you the details to you with the modules. So this is the module we're talking about because few of them not able to complete the test which is been like a student training module and as well as a couple of questions. The moment somebody skip, it may not able to show as a complete, right? I request to go through that completely and please ensure that you able to give the sufficient information to the all the required parameters. If you're not able to complete that, please I request to please complete these training modules of Wikidata. This link already shared you in a mail. Okay, so now we talks about screening test. Why it is matters is because you might see that we have nearly hundreds of people participating. But this is the first time project we are looking at language specific because most of the time any Wikipedia system, for example, if you look at the global level, most of the things happening about the German Wikipedia or Polish or English Wikipedia. We plan to give you a equal chance to all the languages. So that's where we divide into this 140, like 40 languages in India, major languages in India, for 10 people per language. That's how it works. So that means irrespective of your ranking, we are also looking at what is the contributions to your native tongue. Would you be able to communicate clearly in your language? And also one of the main factor is to write your writing your native language or what is language you selected for Wikipedia. You please ensure that whatever activities you do once you selected in the internship, you need to complete. You need to execute the same in those languages. For example, you took a book in Marathi. We are expecting you to write Wikidata points in Marathi, and as well as when you do proofreading, you thorough with the particular script and able to do that, right? So these are all things. But having said that, we understand they're a little bit complex. So that's where we are also looking at you to complete a couple of these training modules, and you might have a fair idea about yesterday's wiki source and as well as what we were expecting you to do in the part of this, right? We divide this screening text into these parameters. We plan to have 40 questions and two descriptive questions. We going to have around 60 marks together. And also the main answer 60 marks. We also got a look into your inputs in these forms, and also we're looking at your X tools links, how you contribute in a particular one. Okay, so what I mean to say, not only question mark, we also look at your activities during the period, like from last couple of weeks, and also we are looking at what is your contribution you made in the part of learning, right? So these all together, we plan to select 10 students per language. Okay, so you can refer to a couple of these videos, majorly about the Wikipedia introduction, and we also have a corporate licensing rules, digital tools, Wikidata analysis. One important point I want to make is because, as I mentioned in the very first of this activity, uh, we believe learning by doing and exploring on your own. This we do a basic hand-hold kind of thing. So please look at there are a lot of information available in Wikipedia itself, and also we got a lot of videos by Foundation. We get a lot of videos. Okay, that is where we extended time also. Otherwise, we're supposed to connect our screen test this weekend itself, because there are some people got some kind of difficulty completing the assignments, and also we planned to add this Wikidata module also there. We thought we at least give some kind of grace period to you. So we're going to conduct exam on a next week, Monday, and at 7 p.m. and second stage will be on. And, based on that one, we can have a second what you call second set of people, right? Because we need to look at what is our server capacity road based on your response. Given that one, we're going to allocate uh, we given two responses for your selection. Based on that one, we'll send you accordingly. Okay, so this is what we are expecting you to give that again, as usual for like every online exam. So please ensure that what you're learning is matters for us than just copying somewhere and do that one. We are very clear about we have a very no tolerance policy about AI inputs, because I we witnessed a couple of people giving AI answers. It is very easy to track by anyone, right? So kindly don't use AI or GBT generate text on answering these kind of questions, right? So these are all the things we're going to ask for a screen test. And we have some sample. These are not exact one, but these are sample questions. What we're expecting you to do, like maybe 60 to 80 words, right? We're expecting to write those sentences about. We're going to have a couple of questions, and yeah, this is what we were looking at. So today we learned about Wikidata items, wiki source, and also after selection we're going to have a final screen test tomorrow, sorry, next week, Monday and Tuesday. After selection, we're going to inform about who are the selected a particular one. Then we can have a couple of online sessions before we actually start a wiki internship from March 8th onwards. Okay, so we just adjusting couple of changes in a days, but most probably it must start in a second week of next month. Okay, so this is what it is, and because today is the last session, like I want to take your any further questions kind of thing. Okay, so before that, let me start. This is called Wikidata. And also there is a form, right? We are expecting you to write, right? So please, yeah. Meanwhile, just ask any questions in the chat. We'll try to. Yeah. Anyway, let me show this form to you once, so that you understand. I mean, there are a couple of people asking for how to fill the form. Let me share again. Let me show this form to you once. Okay, this is what we are expecting to fill. We are expecting to give your email ID at from a college, and also we want to know what TP details. It's completely optional because based on selection, your parent to inform you about. That's what we are expecting to fill. We are expecting to give your email ID, and you can select if the turning modules. You can select accordingly. And this is what people asking for getting a screenshot. The moment once you log in, you can able to see. For example, I just show this to you. So once you log in, for example, this is what people asking for getting a screenshot. The moment once you log in, you can able to see. I want to look at English Wikipedia majorly, and you try to use with the credentials. So once you log in, and if you complete these modules, you will get this kind of badges. For example, this is what badges you'll get. So if you've done any questions, or if you completed modules, you'll get this kind of badge. So same, we were looking at to take the screenshot of this particular one and upload in a form. Modules, you will get this kind of badges. For example, this is what badges you get. So if you've done any questions, or if you completed this is what I'm expecting you to upload this. And also please select which language you selected on this. And this important one, I'm expecting you to write in your language, not English. This I mean, if for example, if it is a question means, I'm expecting you to write in your language. If you are using a mobile, you use a Gboard. Otherwise, you use a this important one. I'm expecting you to write in your language. So, if you're not familiar with that one, you go and select a particular language. For example, I'm familiar with Telugu. Peru Palana. So whatever, like you just generate just like that. If you type in something like Telugu or whatever, like you select any Hindi. Whatever, you just generate just like that. If you type in something like Telugu. So I'm expecting you to write with using this, and you go through your like a form. So then I'm expecting you to write in your tongue, like in your mother tongue, or what is the language selected for the internship. So this is very important. Please ensure that don't give us English answers for this. I'm expecting you to write in your native language, right? What is the language selected for the internship? So this is very important. Please ensure that don't give us English answers for this. I'm expecting you to write in your native language. Right? Yeah, we'll send that link again. Somebody got like a problem in looking at a Google form. We'll send this link to you. And also, there'll be a couple of questions about if you're not able to complete that one. It's not 100%. We're asking. Somebody need to complete the particular one, but you'll get a fair chance if you complete our training modules. And also, there are a couple of questions about if you're not able to complete that one. It's not 100%. We're asking somebody to complete a particular one, but you'll get a fair chance if you complete our training modules. And let me check other questions. Yeah, mother tongue. What is this one? Because Wikidata. Yeah, once you complete the Wikidata training module, you get it automatically show you a couple of tasks. You just complete that, right? If you're able to attempt a couple of sessions in a Wikidata training module, you can mark those that you completed a Wikidata training part. Yeah, once you complete that Wikidata training module, you get it automatically show you a couple of tasks. You just complete that, right? If you're able to attempt a couple of sessions in a Wikidata training module, you can mark those that you completed a Wikidata training part. Yeah, we are expecting to do only one language, either one of the language. If you're familiar with a couple of language, that's okay. But we are grouping by the language only. We are not grouping some people Hindi and the same people in Telugu also. No, there'll be only one language which you are very familiar with. That's what we were considering. Yeah, we are expecting to do only one language, either one of the language. If you're familiar with a couple of languages, that's okay. But we are grouping by the language only. We are not grouping some people Hindi and the same people in Telugu also. There'll be only one language which you are very familiar with. And definitely having couple on this will be advantage. For example, if you're making any statements in a Wikidata, or if you're giving any details about different languages, that is helpful, right? For example, think that scenario. For example, one Hindi book already in a you're working on a Wikidata, right? So if you want to write a brief about the particular book in Hindi and English, if you know other language, you can add it. But your primary language could be only Hindi, right? So if somebody not able to open the forms, please send a mail to me so that I can send the right link. Otherwise, you can click on the particular link. And Kumar asked about where can you find a transcription option to Wikisource. We didn't actually discuss that. You don't require to go further. So once we started with our training session, then we tell about how to find transcription. But as of now, best of our knowledge, we don't give any assignment of look at a transcription on Wikidata. You can try it out. We have two things based on your language, because Wikidata is not available to most of the languages. For like a small languages like Kolami kind of thing, Wikidata not available. So there will be other way. That's where we are looking at when you understand about last session. We are also talking about some sections about taking care of the Google OCR and index to OCR to get the things. Okay, some transcription options are never not available. We look into like what is the best way to display those content, and we do accordingly as part of our internship. Yeah, working times would be like we thought, because most of the people might be working or some not working, so we are expecting stay at least like 10 to 14 hours per week the part of this internship. So that is a mandatory for training, and the remaining is up to you, like based on how much assignment you're completing that, right? So that's where we also given a someone to who actually spend lot of attribution effort to this. So part of these 10 people we are selecting, somebody like you do more hard work and do that, but definitely we are also paying some kind of stipend to them, right? Top three people get a stipend, right? That is a bare minimum level. We are expecting at least people to work a couple of hours in a day, and we have assignments for almost every week. So we are expecting you to complete this assignment as part of your learning. And also one uniqueness of our internship is we are not only talking about only wiki based or tutorial based one. We are planning to get our opportunity to meet mentors. So we are identifying a couple of mentors for every language, and these mentors are expert in their language territory, saying that finding the good resources for open knowledge, and we altogether we're going to address any further enhancement of language in a digital space. So that's more important. So we understand Santali distillation is quite different from Hindi distillation with language free. Same like wiki source activities for Sanskrit, quite different, right? So all the people per language, they might have their own objective, but we also got a mentor handled, and we also got a this kind of training sessions during the 45 days period. So you probably can learn more, and you can able to contribute your mother language. That's one. Okay, just let me know if any further questions. So otherwise, I'll show with the Wikidata. I will take one example of Wikidata, how this actually works. Yeah. So this is the one, for example, somebody asked about Santali, right? We'll show with the Wikidata. We'll take one example of Wikidata, how this actually works. So the moment once you click on the particular bar, which is there in a way, you can able to find any most of the languages. You can able to type Hindi, whatever. So I'm taking the English for time being. So this is the called Santali. The particular bar, which is there in a way, you can able to find any most of the languages. You can able to type Hindi. So I'm taking the English for time being. So this is how a language in a Wikidata look like. I'm just giving one example of Santali. So if you understand Santali got a one ID, it's called a QID, and it will have a brief note about what is this language about, and same language and different how this actually Chiki script look like, and what is the label we have. So you can see this. It is possible to use writing system. So we can able to use this Chiki script, and also there will be a lot of labels in different languages. So how this word works in right in English, Santal language, Bangla, Assami, Hindi, Odia, Telugu, right? And also in which kind of way the language spoken in Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan, we have these regions, and it's got its own indigenous majority in these states, right? We can able to check with which coordinates we have a more writing systems and everything. So by looking at this, we understand that it will write system Oichiki. Some people can write Oichiki language and Latin, and some people can write Devanagari, Odia. So same language can written in a different patterns. And for an internship, it's up to you. You choose the which language you plan it to write, because you might have some kind of difficulty in writing Oichiki, but if you look at more majorly people from Orissa, they can write majorly on Oriya language. Only. Script is Oriya language, so you probably work on those one. We don't push to do only very authoritative or only one script in language, right? So this is how you actually understand about more about like one language. And as I mentioned, as we mentioned about one particular one of the major use of wiki data is see this Santali linked to couple of Wikipedia pages. For example, you want to check this in a So this is the way you can able to check that in any page. So how you go? Like you click on this, you click on one language. So this is the Wikipedia. This is about Santali Wikipedia. And see the same article, but content is different. Sometimes article is the same and content would be different. So even the article is linked from one language to other language. It might have independent writing, and it may be done by same different authors on a different point of view. You don't require to translate every article to other language. So that is a beautifulness of Wiki. So these are any language into Wikipedia's interlinked with the Wikidata. All right, let us see one author. Okay, we have an Indian author called, as I mentioned in the mail. So this is the one author. You, if you have any book like a image which is copyright free, right? You can upload your language author photos like this, but ensure that you already gone through what is copyright, right? So if you find any books, old book of this one, like maybe 6 years back image, you can use and you can add this language, right? So as per so if you make any mistake, like for example, in this one, you find not exact mistake. Some people ask Sahiti Veta, and also you want to write about Racheta, right? You just click on this and you write with the system. You select which language. So if you make any mistake, like for example, in this one, you Racheta. Not exact mistakes. Okay, just publish it. So the moment once you publish it, if you look at history, your contribution recorded. So whatever you do, please do mindful about, because if you do any mistakes also, that will impact the global audience, right? Until you're very clear about any contributions in Wiki, please ensure that that will be there for till somebody check that and updated that, right? And also one important thing I want to show, what is the benefit of the Wikidata, because as Ankit said, these systems actually help uh, IoT devices like Alexa or kind of thing. This works in a very simplified fashion, and this is the
Oxygen is a chemical
zero
of
zero.
body. It has a simple air and its atomic number is 8. In the
Sorry,
movement, the
because I
oxygen
asked
is made
Alexa,
in the
my
studio is
Alexa
bigger.
started. I'll just show you how actually run the query service. Right. Let us understand this. So you can take one example to understand how the query language look like. For example, I want to I want to get a query about Indian actors, right? So this is the query. You could able to you don't require to learn SQL language. Even any other scripting engine or any other GPT can give this one particular one. But to understand, we are asking what we are asking. We are asking instance of P. The person is the, for example, occupation is the actor, and country of citizenship is India, and we have a gender is female, right? And we also got some kind of thing like one with the data birth, one with the image, one with optional, right? So based on that one, you can able to run the one query service. So the moment once you run a query, it take a couple of seconds to execute that, and this is what is data you're getting is CC0. That means the data can be used very freely with your research papers, or if you want to develop any tool out of this, you don't require to get any permission on this one, right? So see this, we got all the Indian actors, and you can have pages about the photos, which is part of a Wikipedia. Okay, so this is what Wikipedia email is about, and this can be downloaded in a different format, like a TSCS format. If you want to develop an applications, I think that you're maintaining one kind of website for automatically pops a particular heroine or hero photo based on the date of birth. It can do, right. What you can do, you can download this database, integrate accordingly, and write a query. Any probably, I mean, JavaScript is sufficient for that. It will go and give that information from the particular page, right? They have a number of tools. For example, writing queries is very much easier. You don't require to learn anything. So we have something called a Wikidata query builder. I'm just showing the term. For example, if you want to get some people born in Mumbai, right? So we're talking about place of birth. We were talking about place of birth. Let us we look into that value. Chennai, right? So once you look at that, so I want to get the people like who's are scientists, I mean, who's are writers from Chennai. So that is a occupation, and occupation is writer. Okay, so this is basic condition. I'm just if you want, I can use this. I can limit this one. The moment once you run the query, you get the information about so you'll get these details of people. All the writers from who's born in Chennai, right? You'll get a lot of information about data, birth, having images, like previous example, right? This nice way you can play around. Why I'm specifically giving this information is about most of you from the computer science background, right? If you are doing any analysis part, data analysis, kindly look at this resource, which is actually free and a very good resource. You can able to develop a lot of applications over this, right? So I am expecting you to complete this wiki training module. If you are doing any analysis part, data analysis, kindly look at this resource, which is actually free and very good resource. You can able to develop a lot of applications over this, right? So I am expecting you to complete this wiki training module. Okay, I'm again showing the Wikidata query. Sorry. Click on query builder. You can write these queries. Once you complete training module, you get the one. I'm just showing a query builder as example. Again showing the Wikidata query. Sorry. Yeah, Wikidata also available in Sanskrit. Yes. Query builder. You can write these queries. Once you complete training module, you get that one. I'm just showing the query builder as example. Yeah, Wikidata also available in Sanskrit. Yes. Okay, so other query I'm just running. Yeah, just let me know any further questions. Please type and somebody not able to get the my Google Form link. Please click above. I provided here. Otherwise, just write to me. I can send the query again back to you. Further questions? Please type and somebody not able to get the my. Yeah, so this is the one I believe. Google Form link. Please click above. I provided here. Otherwise, just write to me. I can send the query again. So you can see Shakuntala Devi is the one who's with the same window. You can check with the particular ID and you can enhance that. For example, if you know any versions about Shakuntala Devi in different languages, update a book here, like what are the books she wrote. And she was also a mathematician. She's a astrologer. For example, if you know any versions about Shakuntala Devi in different languages, update a book here. See, let us see this. How is. She was also a mathematician. She's an astrologer. Okay, I'm just stopping now. So let us pay some attention to the questions. Yeah. So tomorrow onwards, we don't have any. Just prepare for yourself for exam. We'll send the link to you with ID and password based on your input you provided. Okay. Stopping now. So let us pay some attention to the questions. Yeah. So tomorrow onwards, we don't have any. Just prepare for yourself for exam. We'll send the link to you with ID and password based on your input you provided. Yeah, somebody want to clear about Wikidata. There's a lot of nice YouTube videos. So the moment once you're done with, open open Wikidata. There's a lot of very good demonstration about how you write the queries and how you enhance the. Yeah, somebody want to clear about Wikidata. There's a lot of nice YouTube books about Wikidata. Please check that. And again, I apologize. Somebody not able to get a screen. It seems that the screen might frozen or. Demonstration about how you write the queries and how you enhance the. Nice YouTube books about Wikidata. Please check that. And again, I apologize. Somebody not able to get the screen. It seems that the screen might frozen or. Yeah, the ID and password we're going to send you. We're expecting to fill this application form. I mean, those people completed a task. This application, the moment once you fill that application form, for those responding, we are sending a email about the username and password. Yeah, the ID and password we're going to send you. Screen test link. To fill this application. You'll get that link by on a Monday. Monday afternoon, you'll get that link with the user ID and password. We are having syntax. Those responding, we are sending the email about the username and password. Screen test link. No, for a text, for a Google form, I'm expecting you to write in there your native language. I mean, native language means whatever the language you plan to do your internship, right? But a screen test answers can be any language, English or whatever the language you like. Any language is okay. For a Google form, I'm expecting you to write in there. If you're preferable, if you're expressive, very good in your own mother language, you can write your own. Otherwise, a descriptive question can be also in English. Answers can be, but it's only limited to the screen test, not for Google form. The form which I'm sending now, which is you're supposed to be filled by the Saturday evening, I'm expecting descriptive must be, I mean, except your name and everything. We have a last one question which is about your experience or your goals kind of thing. I'm expecting you to write in your own language, not English. I'm expecting descriptive must be, except your name and everything. We have a last one question, which is about your experience or your goals kind of thing. I'm expecting you to write in your own language, not English. Yeah, I'm expecting you to complete by 18 so that you can mark a particular module and give me the, send us the details to me, like by updating the form. Yeah, I'm expecting you to complete by 18 so that you can mark a particular module and give me the, send us the details to me, like by updating the form. Yeah, so somebody asked based on performance screen test. Yeah, definitely. As we have 60 marks, we look at that is the first priority, and also we're looking at your response also. Like I mean to say, how you actually completed the task and everything. That also matters. So somebody asked based on performance screen test. Yeah, definitely. As we have 60 marks, we look at that is the first priority, and also we're looking at your response also. Like I mean to say, how you actually completed the task. Yes. And everything. That also matters. And also somebody then asked one question about if select the form. Yeah, the moment once you select a language option on top, I'm expecting you to write a same language in a answer also. Otherwise, there's no point in selecting one language, writing other language, right? So please just thoughtful about if you're familiar with Kannada and Marathi. But if you feel that you're good at Marathi, please update in Marathi only. Okay, please give answer in Marathi only. You don't require to give your answer in two, Marathi and Kannada both. We don't require to do, because I'm taking you for a Marathi bucket only, not a Marathi Kannada bucket. We don't have any dual language buckets. So other question we have, Wikipedia editing, adding. No, this is not about Wikipedia adding and dating. We need to do. Feel that you're good at Marathi, please update in Marathi. Okay, please give answer in Marathi. You don't require to give a... No, it is. This is screen test about Wikipedia because most of the people familiar with the remaining things. But after that one, we talk more open knowledge. We have a lot of activity towards the open knowledge activity, right? So please make sure that it's a screen part might be limited to Wikipedia, because that's what we thought we can make a screen test easy for us. But our OKI internship is not a 100% Wikipedia internship. But we have a major part because Wikipedia is one of the best avenue for preserving open knowledge. Most of our exercises like sourcing sourcing files to Wikipedia Commons, copyright free, and updating books in Wikidata, and proofreading Wikisource could be the one of the major activity. But having said that, we also got a lot of activity to find out. For example, we're expecting to create a database about all your writers in your language with like a basic Excel, open data format, right? Otherwise, we're expecting you to write. We expect you to explore about what are the copyright free works in your language, right? We have a lot of activities together. You don't require to spend whole lot of time on a wiki ecosystem only. That way we have mentors, because the mentors from this particular language, they know what best for their particular language, because there are some languages, for example, like Sanskrit or something, where we have a lot of complex voice systems can be developed, or can have a lot of books literature format on a particular region, right? Same like a Bengali, right? Major Bengali, they're very good at Wikisource activity, but there are some activities there's a lot of scope. We can do a lot of proofreading. We don't require to find out the books, but there will be hundreds of books in Bengal language. We require you help to do the proofreading part, right? So we work on the particular activity. Okay, same like for example, Kannada. We have very few books displayed in Kannada, and we can work on those. Right, every language got their own uh, requirement in terms of open knowledge, and we are marching towards to that as part of our internship journey. Can have a lot of books literature format on a particular region, right? Same like Bengali, right? Major Bengali, they're very good at wiki sourcing, but there are some activities. There's a lot of scope. We can do a lot of proofreading. We don't require to find out books, but there will be hundreds of books in Bengal language. We require you help to do the proofreading part, right? So we work on the particular activities. Okay, same like for example, Kannada. We have very few books displayed in Kannada, and we can work on those. And screening test, I already explained that that will be around online examination, which is 40 MCQs and two descriptive answers, and we are expecting you to complete within 60 minutes of the 60 minutes of the time. That's one with the internship. And second, so you contribute any other right to contribute in this. Yeah, you don't require to be native speaker of the particular language, but we are expecting you to be very proficient on that, right? Because as you know, whatever you do with Wikipedia, that will be stays there, right? So the moment once you very familiar with the language, you don't make any mistakes. For example, any proofreading or writing correct spelling about any author, writing correct spelling about a book. If you're very proficient in that language, that online examination, which is 40 MCQs. Yeah, Vivek, we have a MCQ, 40 MCQs and two descriptive answers. That's one with the internship. And second, so you contribute any other right to contribute in this. Yeah, you don't require to be native speaker of the particular language, but we are expecting you to be very proficient on that, right? Because as you know, whatever you do with Wikipedia, that will be stays there, right? So the moment once you very familiar with the language, don't make any mistakes. For example, any proofreading or writing correct spelling. Yeah, any question, just let me know. Otherwise, we're going to close. Already be 3 minutes over. 3 minutes over the scheduled time. You please reach me. You know my mobile number. I'm preferable to take a WhatsApp chat. If you are urgent, please call me. If you don't get links correctly, just ping me. I'll send the links again. Right? I'm expecting you to go through the previous mails to understand more about that. And thank you so much for joining here. And very happy. You're happy to know your interest, and I'm looking forward. And best wishes for completing the text. Thank you so much.
Just to add, Kashyap, on that, just to add few lines on that, I think this is for everybody. The internship is with lot of knowledge. So if you are a part of this internship, you will get lot of knowledge, not only limited to wiki ecosystem, but general open source. So I think this is a very good time for all of you to get started and complete those assignments. If there is any prerequisite assignments, please complete that, because I've heard we have really good mentors who will be helping you throughout this internships, and this is really really good for all of you to get started with. Yeah, thank you, Kashyap. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Somebody got not able to see their name at list. Please log in and click that outreach link. I mean, outreach dashboard link. Otherwise, send a mail to me about your user ID. Let me add from backend. Thank you. With lot of knowledge. So if you are a part of this internship, you will get a lot of knowledge, not only limited to wiki ecosystem, but general open source. So I think this is a very good time for all of you to get started and complete those assignments.